Cody. Cody. I said you were gonna be the next one to do it. Go on ahead. Recap the session.
Last session, we all sort of had a bit of a downtime of like, whew, yeah, we're gonna. This is the point where we can actually rest and recover. Ain't that great? And we all sort of, got together with our friends, talked it over, and then we decided, oh, it's Cyber Monday. We need to buy a whole bunch of stuff. And then so we did. We bought a whole lot of stuff and basically bankrupted ourselves. After that, we were just like, all right, let's go hang out. And then we got approached by a strange woman named Strider. Strider then took us into the back of her van, being not shifty at all, and then brought us to Geppetto's funeral. At Geppetto's funeral, Nikola Watts faced off against the fairy godfather in a battle of wits, as they all disclosed the names and titles of a lot of Wild Hunt members, including giving one to Nikola Watts herself. Now, we have to prepare for the great hunt that's going to happen against us. We have, how long is it, like a week? 2 weeks? To create a plan in order to convince the fairy godfather to call off the hunt on all of our lives for killing Geppetto. If we don't, we will be hunted for the rest of our lives. At the Space Needle, we converge. This time on Shadowruns, Seattle, Splintered Heart Cyber World.
You fumbled the landing a little bit. But I'll give you a karma.
Hey, karma.
I'll give you a karma for it.
Can you give him an extra karma because I told her Tristan spoiler?
Why?
Because I feel bad for Cody.
Why?
Because he keeps not getting Tristan spoilers.
Well, they're Tristan spoilers for a reason. It matters if he learns them. As we cut right back in to right as we left off.
Am I getting orphan improvements? Thing on.
Don't worry, ignore that. It doesn't mean it. That pop up doesn't mean anything. I've never seen it mean anything to me.
What kind of background music?
I don't know. It's with the set. You know where it's at.
Yeah.
So whatever you think applies to the situation.
If I can, I guess I'll just play this for now.
Because you're an expert DJ. I was gonna say this sounds kind of like the Dying Light theme.
Nah, not at all, actually.
Or some theme in Dying Light. Not now. It doesn't sound like it now, but the beginning. You have to understand my vision. Anyways, as you see, Ken, in the middle of the night after you had walked Ada home, as you walk back to your place, you see Prince walk out of the shadows and address you.
I forgot that happened.
It was 2 days ago.
Sorry, it's really difficult to keep anything that happens with Ken in my mind because he's so fucking cool that I just make sick ass Ken edits in my brain and that replaces the memories. I bet you thought that was gonna be slander, huh? Nah, it was Glaze.
My God.
She's calling him Ken. It's not Kenneth. I presume you've heard the info then of what's to come.
Yeah, I've been caught up to speed.
Quite an interesting turn of events, I have to say so. RS told me a bit as to the achievements that you guys had caught up to. Apparently you killed Geppetto. I've been in the org for 6 years. I haven't heard of anyone dying in that time frame.
It was quite the ordeal, though I'll admit I wasn't there for the first half.
Well, either way. Impressive. You certainly look a lot more sure of yourself than before.
I've been getting that a lot recently.
Compared to what you were like beforehand. It looks as if your knot has been unraveled.
That's good then. Though given the circumstance, I'd imagine whatever original plan you had is changed.
No,
Mhm.
not at all. I just have to make one quick test. 2 questions. Ken, you love the sword, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
He stands there as if waiting for you to go into more detail.
Oh, okay. That was just like a simple yes or no question. Yeah. Even if it's no longer my anchor, it's still. I guess throughout the first half of my life, I figured it to be the only anchor I had to my own humanity. But now I see, well, it's still important. I'll use it more as a tool. A tool to carve out my own path. And if it's to keep what I hold dear, then I'll keep carving that path until I reach the stars.
Acceptable. To me, the sword is a way of life. Not quite just a tool. It's why I live. It's why I breathe. It's why I fight. It's good to see that you truly are a practitioner of sorts. Second question. Your name. What was it again?
My full name?
He nods.
Ken Sinclair.
Sinclair. Just to really remind things. You wouldn't happen to be related to Roland Sinclair, correct?
That's my dad, yes.
You see him get a strained look on his face. So you're the son he was talking about. I thought he was just playing around, but I can't believe that fraud actually had a kid.
Called him a fraud! I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! He's a fraud! Prince, you're the best! You're the coolest ever!
As you notice him almost get like a childish annoyance on his face as he looks upset.
there was like a serious like tension in the air. But the moment that Prince just said, "I can't believe I brought it again," Ken just hit the fucking flabbergasted. What?
Bro is flabbergasted.
I'm familiar with your father. It was around 6 years ago. Before then, we've met several times in our life. Back before I joined the Wild Hunt. At the time, we were both being selected. It was effectively whether or not someone would join. I had no choice. There were strenuating circumstances. Recently, he himself had turned down the offer. He was going to be named Prince Charming. And of course that damn womanizer was going to be Prince Charming.
Your dad's a bum, Ken!
Anyways, but simply, I'm Prince Charming.
Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Admittedly. The Godfather picked it for me. Because he said I looked cute.
Yo.
You just kinda like, it's like, he was. No offense, but he really sounds like he was grasping for shots on that one.
He shrugs. I don't know, man. His naming schemes aren't always absolute. The point being, I am surprised that fake swordsman actually had a competent child.
I see you have a long and sordid history with my dad.
I wouldn't say long, but in the times we've come to blows, I don't recognize his brand of swordsmanship. I mean, seriously, who does he think he is? He's not a swordsman. He's a guy with a sword.
He's a hockey man.
Honestly, I kind of agree. I'll be honest.
No, he's a magician. He's so good at his spellcasting, but he uses a sword because it's convenient. And all he does is just use Analyze Device, tracing his sword and learning its components. He can't do the same thing with other swords.
Ken, he's calling you out right now.
Ken is looks at his spell list, looks at Analyze Device.
It was funny whenever you got Analyze Device because he was always going to have, he always had a, like from the beginning since he was first made, he always had a gripe with Roland, it being that Roland had just used Analyze Device to be good at a sword. Sorry. Thinking about that man's pretend swordsmanship gets me heated. I care about the sword a lot. You couldn't tell.
Understandable.
That's why I am glad to have met a kindred spirit in that regard. Whenever you first approached me in that dojo, the look in your eye, it was like a beast, hungry, wanting to learn more.
And now what do you see?
Before you were starved. Now you seem to be looking for dessert. Our cases are still the same. I won't be your teacher. But not because I don't want to teach you. I do. I would love to witness your brand of swordsmanship even further. But my style is, if I teach it to you, you'll be hunted down just like I am.
He thinks back to like the biker fight. So is that why they're after you?
Among a couple of other reasons, but yeah. The style that I practice is a subsect of the elfish fighting style found in Tir Nanog, Karamoleg. Use of its practices done by outsiders, as it's considered, is illegal. Gate-kept information. If you're not a proper practitioner or suggested by a practitioner or viewed by the practice as a whole as being worthy of learning it, then they hunt you down. They kill you. They don't usually do so through proxy of gangs like the Ancients, but well, since I'm in Seattle, if they found my location, they probably considered it to be an easy use of resources.
Well, that definitely explains a lot.
From my understanding, the only reason they aren't hunting you down anymore is because I threaten their lives.
Thanks.
But if I were to teach you the style, then all it would lead to is you getting hunted forever as well.
I see.
Even the Wild Hunt doesn't necessarily have the ties to fully break away those chains. And if they do, then, well, I certainly haven't gotten it yet.
Well, it is still one organization versus all of Tir Nanog.
But you're still looking for a way to do the simultaneous slashes, as you've called it, correct?
Yeah.
I refuse to teach you it, as it lies behind a secret technique of Karamoleg. But if you manage to find its secrets on your own, then it would be interesting to see, to say the least.
It's certainly something. Certainly something that I'll try. Especially now that I have the pressure too.
It's teaching the practices to outsiders that's the illegal part. But I'll tell you this. As he walks up towards you, and begins to walk past you. As he puts a hand on your shoulder. Its true name is the Selfful State.
The soulful state. Not the self state.
Perhaps that could be a good place to start. Ultimately, I have no intention of teaching you. And still, you haven't learned it. Once you figure it out on your own, who knows? At that point, you're not using Karamaleg, just your own intuition to form your own state. Maybe by then, you can name it yourself. Your version.
I like the sound of that.
I have no clue what you're going to get up to. But I know one thing. Come the Sky Gala, on December 5th, I anticipate meeting you in battle. Admittedly, I don't expect you to win. But I expect you to impress me.
He nods. With the way things are going, I figured we would meet like that.
Good to rip off the Band-Aid. Well, go on then. Forge your swordsmanship. As he goes to walk away, and you do hear him mutter, "Prove you're a better Sinclair than your fraud dad."
He's so bad.
Prince, you're so cool. I also think that that Sinclair's a fraud.
Until the night of the gala, Prince.
As he walks away, not turning towards you, he waves his hand as if to say bye. As he walks down the street before his dark clothing melds with the shadows. Not like actually through any effect, but he just disappears.
And Sinclair withdraws coolly.
Yeah, from there you go home?
Yes.
Oh, you head home. As from there, unless I don't think anyone else does, but unless anyone has something to do, we properly end off the night. As we cut back to morning of November, it's Tuesday. I forgot the name. The date specifically. It's 28th, November 28th, Tuesday, 2084. As we cut back to Matron, as you close the door in your room, walking over, getting ready to prepare breakfast for Ada. As we follow up directly right after your sleep paralysis.
Just go pretend that didn't happen.
Do you want to like the spooky theme from last time, or is this still good for the mood?
It's still good for the mood.
Or
Yeah.
is today
It's
the
you.
day that the kids and them are gonna do their astral shenanigans?
It could be.
You should probably prepare lunch for them. I don't know if I could take the lunchbox with them, but I'll prepare it anyways.
It could be. Yeah, as Ada, soon you come out of your room in the middle of Matron preparing meals.
Nice, nice. Yeah, she just walks over to the Botron.
Hello, Ada. I mean, good morning, Ada.
Good morning, Matron. Are you alright?
Yes.
She nods.
Nothing else to discuss?
Do you know if today's the day? Do you know if today you're going to go to visit Masamune?
Likely.
I will prepare lunch as well.
She nods. Thank you.
Well, I suppose from there you guys leave as you go to head to school. As I assume all of you go to school.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. You all attend school, and thus far nothing of note occurs. As until it is lunchtime. As you all gather around your lunch table, Okuji, Okumura, and Xiaomei as well.
So, let's over everyone. Quite the eventful day, huh?
Currently, Trinity is not here.
Was she at school today at all?
No.
Okay. Anyone seen Trinity today?
I have not.
She could just be home. Xiaomei
Maybe.
leans over.
I mean, feels weird to skip a school day. I know that's weird coming from us, but, we're like doing important stuff.
Go, drone, check on her!
Perhaps something has happened to her.
I don't want to jump to that conclusion.
It's a perfectly reasonable conclusion given what we had gone through lately.
I've sent the fly drone to go check.
Feel like does a double take at her? Why not just text her?
Some messages could be sent under duress.
Correct.
Guys, I don't know if this paranoia is good for us. I get that things are stressful, but we can't be doing this.
She cocks her head. We can't.
I mean, like, this nerves cranked up to 11. If something bad happens, then we'll take care of it. And if not, we enjoy what time we get, right? Yeah. I'll text her, see what she says, and if it's really suspicious, then we can start worrying a little bit. She just pulled her Comlicon test. That's you doing okay? So you're not at school today.
She doesn't text.
Fly drone still on its way over.
It'll be before it gets there.
I'm sure it will. Let's go at max speed though.
And she might be just busy. I definitely do understand the caution, though.
It has a speed of 3, so that's like really fast.
We didn't update the others on all the
No,
shit that
you-
went down yesterday, right?
No, you have not.
Okay. While we wait, there's been a pretty big update.
And what is that?
Well, we met the fairy godfather. And all the rest of the wild hunt. And a bounty got put on our heads. About 1 million new yen. Give or take, depending on the person. But,
Kuji just kind of sits silently.
but, we do have one solution. On Wednesday, the Late Sky Gala is being hosted at the Space Needle by Federated Boeing. If we can reach the Godfather there, we have a chance to plead our case and convince him to turn the bounty off. Get it away off our heads and buy us some time.
That's on Tuesday.
It was on Tuesday?
Yeah, I intended it for the beat on December 5th.
Hmm.
I looked over it on a Tuesday.
On Tuesday. We're gonna need all hands on deck for this one.
So I see we have a week to prepare then. Okumura speaks up.
There is a worrying detail. As he looks over to between Akuji and Okumura. The fairy godfather intends to make contact with the First Nations.
He already has.
I understand such a thing might put you two in a bind.
If it would put anyone in a bind, it'd be you guys.
In a bind
Good.
for helping us.
That's what I mean. Currently, we're one of your major allies. If we align ourselves with the Fairy Godfather, then ultimately, they would oppose us. They had a meeting yesterday. That hasn't come to a conclusion yet. But ultimately, he was invited to the Sky Gala himself. Supposedly, with the idea of that'll be the time when he would change his mind. To come to a decision.
Solves that then. We're gonna make our way up to the top of the Sky Gala anyway, right? What better way to convince your dad than showing that we're able to overcome the entirety of the wild hunt at once?
It's not about you guys. Not in the slightest.
Yes, it's definitely not about us. It's about what they provide to them.
Hmm. At the end of the day, we're still a gang. Having the Wild Hunt as a cooperation, even in as a truce, is helpful.
Lucrative, even.
Hmm. Ultimately, the main goal of the First Nations is to utilize its product to expand our land, make more places for our people to be able to come together, have a safe place where they were not in a safe place before, or they were just looking for somewhere to be. It's handy, useful even. I wouldn't be surprised if my dad said yeah.
Nor would we be able to blame him.
What does the fairy godfather get out of this, though?
Territory, control, allies.
A gang under its wing. Right now, we're a major branch of the First Nations, but there are other of us. Plus, we have ties to the Yakuza over in Japan. Not only would allying with us allow us to share each other's resources between each other, but also leads into more talks with foreign nations. And getting into cahoots with them will lead into more talks and more talks. From a business end, it's handy. First Nations isn't some two-bit gang quite like the Halloweeners or anything. Our connections are notable.
There is one thing I have to disagree on, and it doesn't involve us at all. Ultimately, we are a core player in this process. This whole event happened because we killed Geppetto. I'm not sure if this is revenge for her, or taking out of a threat, or even just another part of his recruitment process. But I don't think it's unreasonable to say that the reason he's targeting the First Nations now, of all times, is due to our actions and their status as a major ally to us. And we are currently a major opposition to the Wild Hunt. Your father surely already knows that, and he would know that allying with the Wild Hunt means losing us. Right now, the core question isn't just whether or not to ally with the Wild Hunt. It's whether or not we're more useful to him or the Wild Hunt is. So the question still is, are we stronger? Can we prove that we have more use, reliability, and safety than the Wild Hunt provides? And on an unfortunate level, the risks of having us as enemies versus the Wild Hunt as enemies.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't like it, but you do ultimately see betting on you guys. It's a gamble.
Overwhelmingly risky. I don't think he's wrong for it, and I'm not upset at him for it. I just don't think we need to give up on it that quickly. I want to find a way to prove that we're still useful to him, that an alliance with us is still worthwhile.
I guess. It's not a contest of strength in that regard anymore. I'm just saying, ultimately, you guys are, what, 5, 6 people?
Yeah. We are.
Whatever. Gucci just leans back. Doesn't matter. He'll give his answer at the Sky Gala. And, well, as much as I like you guys, whatever the boss says is final.
I certainly wouldn't expect you to betray your father just for us. That'd be far too much to ask. She looks over at the others. What do you guys think about the whole First Nations thing?
I understand the position they're in. To be honest, we don't offer much other than strength.
I don't know. Ada talked to their leader once. Maybe you should talk to him again.
His name was Vali, right?
No. His name is Bidzil.
Wally is your dojo master.
That's right. Bidzil is a very reasonable man, but a very wise and certainly not a stupid one.
But our strength has provided him, right? I mean, taking up this assemblers, we opened a huge chunk in Seattle's power vacuum for him to fill. If there's a way we could offer more of that, then we might be able to convince him that it's worth his while. He wants land for his people, right? Sustainable business, a place to belong.
How's that drone doing, by the way, on its way to Trinity?
Not there yet.
For the Stag Gala, do you think you two would be willing to fight alongside us?
Okumura looks over to Akuji before he looks back. I'm not sure. I fight wherever Akuji fights. Or, I fight wherever Taro fights. So, ultimately. I don't know yet, man.
plenty of time to decide.
Mizukuji just stands up from his seat. I'll catch you guys later.
Ada nods.
See you later.
He goes to walk away with his hands in his pockets. As you can see him grinding his teeth together. Mizukumura stands up and neatly puts his chair back before walking to follow.
Sure. Yeah. Do you think the Wild Hunt put out bounties on their heads too, or just us?
Considering they're First Nation, I wouldn't suppose they would if they're trying to ally with them.
That would start a gang war, yeah.
That would be very counterintuitive.
I mean, there is the possibility.
Could be used as a negotiation tactic.
Yeah.
Keeping Akuji as a sort of a hostage.
That is true.
But judging from the Fairy Godfather's eccentricity, I don't think he's interested in that. He is interested in you, Nico.
That he was. I don't know what got so much of his attention, though. Maybe just she looks down at her arm. All this and spending time with Elder. I guess we can rule out that he doesn't just want us dead for dead's sake. Otherwise, he would have just killed us all there at the funeral.
From what it sounds like, he definitely had more than enough firepower to do it.
Yeah.
The whole thing was a damn power play.
Mm-hmm. A polite intimidation tactic. Everything about him rubbed me the wrong way. Say, Xiaomei, do you think you, Hajime, and Irene are gonna be alright? You were involved in Geppetto's death too. I don't know if a bounty got placed on you guys either.
Yeah. We'll be fine. Hajime has been telling me a bit about it, and Tatiana has been kept up on the info. The lack of disassemblers is, well, it's probably doing a lot more work for us than it is all the other ones. We're making plans, actually, to, whenever the police presence has died down, we'll use that place as a little base of ours.
Oh, nice.
Leode. Your eyes kind of like glance over to Matron.
I imagine the fucking Pablo of Leone of the giant fucking explosion going off.
What are you looking at me for?
She looks like she wants to say something, but did you see her eyes kind of glance towards Zhao Mei? As in, clearly, if she says something, Zhao Mei will hear it and will probably have heard it, even if like, she'll probably have heard it even if you guys are on like the roof and she was on the
She's all
lunchroom.
ears.
She's
She
all
is all
ears. Get them big ass ears out of my captions.
She's got keen-eared and the fucking shifter. And the shifter.
I send Leone a text. What?
We blew that place up.
Oh, the lab. Was that important? Were we not supposed to?
Well, no, Zhao Mei literally just said that they were the pack were in talks of making that as like a new little base for them.
Well, let's not say anything about it. And then when they go down and see that it's blown up, it's like, damn, that wild hunt, they foresaw this. And
Yeah,
then
we're
they'll
not gonna stay.
and then they'll
big.
want to like get revenge on the wild hunt even more.
Why does it smell like lions and tigers in here?
This is why it smells like burnt ash. That's what it fucking smells like. List of things Machan will take to the grave.
A lot of things. There's a lot of things you take into the grave.
How big is that grave?
But ultimately, we'll be there to help you.
Oh.
You helped us out before. Although, Majime's been getting antsy.
Regarding what?
Well, I mean, he still hasn't met up with the guy who killed his brother.
That's true. Sean has a lot to answer for.
Terry's looking like he's been making a recovery at least.
That's really good.
He still hasn't woken up, but by this point, they're expecting him to be awake. Within next 2 weeks.
Just imagine Terry climbing out of the hospital bed to march up to the Sky Gala.
I'm here to end this war.
I am here to end this war.
I'll be
And
honest, I'm
also
pretty curious.
compare my muscles with the fairy godfather.
It's like Goffer's like, you have not convinced me, Niccolo once. Wait! It's like Thunderstrike and Godfather rip off their shirts and have a Yakuza battle on top of the roof.
Nico just has to watch.
I'll be honest, I've been pretty curious to know what this Terry guy is like. I've heard so much about him by now.
Did you not,
Well,
did you
he'll-
not meet him? Did you not meet him?
No, I've never met him. I've just heard from you guys and what everyone's around me said. I've never even seen the guy.
Didn't you meet him in the street that one time?
Oh, wait, that Terry? The salary man?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the leader of the shifters?
Yes.
Yeah, that was what.
Jave like kind of picks out her ears a little bit. To be a little less loud.
She's all ears.
Sorry, I just... He seems so...
Mild-mannered.
Yeah.
He's kind of always been like that from what I've seen. I haven't seen him in a while, and last time I was a bit younger. But Tatiana's known him for a while. And so is Hajime.
Motron silently like to herself. She's a sniper. Why don't we bring her to any of the battles?
She was with Terry. Well, it'll be good to know that he's getting better. Until then, we have training to do. Never much good with downtime.
You will be going to visit Masabune today, yes?
Oh, yeah. How long would that even take? I was imagining it'd be like an afternoon.
Probably an afternoon, I think.
Still leans forward.
An afternoon, correct.
It depends on how long you were planning on being there for. I'd have to prepare a spell in order to send you guys there, and then from there, I would have to prepare a spell to bring you guys back. Either way, it's a ritual, so it'll take a little bit for me to prepare. Either time.
I assume it's an all or nothing kind of thing. Either all of us go in and out, or none of us do.
I mean, I wouldn't say it like that, but it's just more so a case of, I gotta be pretty sure which of you goes. Ultimately, this trip is for you. He mood juts his head towards Ken's direction.
Yeah.
So, how long are you planning on staying there for?
Oh, probably a good bit, to be honest. So it's what day is it?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday of next week is when it happens.
Yeah.
I think I said Wednesday before, but that was because I thought Wednesday was December 5th.
And probably.
Motron gets shot.
No.
Well, I definitely need some time to get back and adjust after the training. So, maybe 5 days.
Oh, that's a bit longer than I was planning on.
I mean, you're free to come back come in later. But aside from that, there's not really much. Not really much for me to do out here.
If it's 5 whole days, then I don't know if I'd be able to join you for that level of a trip. I could do, a day or two, but 5's a little beyond me.
I understand.
I as well think that is quite a long time.
I'm mostly staying there for longer because that's really my best option for training. Though I'm sure the rest of you can figure something out.
You'll certainly be getting the highest quality. Not many can quite say that they have direct training with their mentor spirit.
Yeah, assuredly not. Yeah, because Yeah, because counting Tuesday, it'd be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He returns on Sunday, and then he has all of Monday as well.
I don't really know how I'd be getting stronger. Tracing my magic would be good. I could find a way to just break through. And,
Magical breakthroughs come through truest. They come in through the truest usage of your tradition.
I don't even know what my tradition is anymore. How am I supposed to change something I can't even understand?
Look it up online.
Well, I mean, ultimately your tradition is still closest linked to chaos. So, we can probably just keep treating it like that. Basically, you have to feel for your magic. Your emotions have to closely link to your magic.
I see. Nico just seems to spend some time in thought.
Well, whatever you do, I'm doing.
Sounds good to me.
Besides, at the very least, we can always do the classic method.
I would actually like that. How fast and strong Geppetto was. I need to get better at that. Keeping up with that in melee whenever the distance is close.
Did you guys hear my finger cracks? That was actually louder than I expected.
Yeah.
I didn't try to do it for the bit. I just kind of like held my fist up, realized they were stiff, and then I did it. So it worked out.
I wouldn't mind a couple of sparring sessions.
Well, I could probably just tag in on any of you guys's. I'm not super good at training anyways, but I would like to get better ultimately.
That actually reminds me. Xiaomei, you think you could teach me healing magic?
Sure.
During that last fight, seeing so many of you just on the ground like that, eaten and bloody, and couldn't do a thing. So, not letting that happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I get the reasoning. I think we can keep it real simple. I could probably write down the spell formula I use for it.
Alright, that works. Never really learned from a spell formula before.
Hmm? I guess he did just say that you had chaos magic. So I guess it makes sense.
Is that not normal?
I mean, usually you'd learn spells from formulas of said spells. Whether they come to you naturally, or you find the formula of a spell itself written down to then learn from.
Oh. Mine just sort of. One day I wake up and I can start doing it.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah. She shakes her arm a bit, still trying to figure out where that shield came from.
Wait, you didn't know?
Huh?
You didn't know where it came from?
No. When we fought Geppetto, when it popped out there, that was the first time I'd ever seen it.
Alright, yeah. You're definitely gonna have to hang around me then. Stellan leans forward. I didn't quite get a good look at that shield yet. But if I had to guess, it's a similar kind of foci to your bow.
That would make sense.
We can talk more about that later, though.
Right.
What about you, Ada? He turns over. You got any big plans?
I am going to try and find a suitable location for my lodge. Train my psycho rigging as she gestures with her hands.
Oh, good. It means we can all be together. That is also something I wanted to talk to you about. Although, a lodge.
I also want to converge with my summons.
Hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on a second. Hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh, hold on now.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, I gotta make sure, I gotta double check my lore. So I don't look like an idiot.
Dude, I think this DM is an idiot.
Shit, did I pick up a
I think he might be an amateur Shadowrun DM. I don't
I
think
think
this
he's
guy
an
actually
amateur.
likes Shadowrun too much,
You know, I heard he's actually just an Earthdawn DM. He doesn't even like Shadowrun.
Don't fucking say that!
Lunges through the screen. Over the table. No.
Never call me that again.
What's that Kenneth Copeland thing? It's just like, don't you ever say that I did. I did not. No, I did not. Don't you ever say that I did.
Alright, fuck, I swear to God. I swear to
Did you see
God.
that Kenneth Copeland did a blood ritual live on TV? That was crazy.
Golden Blood Feast. Even good.
But you said you wanted to make a lodge?
She nods.
Do you have the materials for that?
They're on the way.
How long is that gonna take?
Check the delivery time.
1 week.
1 week.
Well, 6 days. But, you know.
6 days.
I don't think you're gonna have enough time to make a lodge in that time frame.
She sighs.
Don't worry, I can do something for you.
She tilts her head.
Well... I'll explain later. Lunch is almost over. So, yeah, you guys,
I assume nothing else to really talk about.
No.
Nah.
All right, as lunch ends, and as lunch ends, and everyone kind of like goes their separate ways. Watch, trying to get a beep
Beep beep.
on your comlink.
Oh my god, I look at it.
It's the fly drone sending you an updated visual.
Oh, look.
You look is in the same place that you kind of spotted it before. You see Trinity. As she is currently drilling something down. As you see a relaxed-looking Hugo.
That's not a good sign.
What's he-
Oh no.
What's he doing there?
Oh no.
What's going on
man.
there?
Oh god! And Cam's gonna be on vacation! He's gonna be in the time chamber! Well guys, good luck.
What's she drilling down?
She's drilling a cyber arm into a locking mechanism on his arm.
Oh.
He seems to have replaced his medical cyberware for one that, well, looks familiar. It's the arm that Geppetto had. I imagine that you would you would be able to spot it.
I should probably go. No, there's no reason to keep this one. I'm thinking if there's any reason you can. Hey guys, you're gonna want to see this.
I mean, you could keep it to you could tell him. You could keep it to yourself, just as like a, let me see for myself what Hugo's up to. If you wish to keep it to yourself in that regard, that is. You are, after all, the one that knows Hugo the most out of everyone.
I'll go there after school.
As the day continues, as around nearing the day's end, you get a call on the intercom. You get a call on the intercom, the school intercom, in your classroom. Hello. Could Miss Nicola Watts, Leone Pride, hold on, just check to see if there was. Yeah, could Nicola Watts, Leone Pride, Ken Sinclair, Ada Maru, and Matron Karin please come to the front office, please?
Oh man,
no.
we fucked up.
What do we do?
Nika will make her way there from wherever she was probably in like club or something.
That's not a good sign.
It was. It's in the last class of the day.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's not a good sign.
We fucked it. We fucking beefed it, dude. We beefed it, dude.
We did so hard, man.
We're going to die.
All right, guys, I have a plan. Everyone take a grenade.
I see. I'm going to swallow this and die.
That's right.
Please don't.
As you see the human secretary up front.
types some things down as she looks over. No. Principal Buccaneer will have you.
Buccaneer.
Yeah.
It's Bucky.
Yeah, I
Friends
forgot.
call him up.
Is all of you go in? Did you see him? Back pointed towards you as he looks out the window of the classroom. Take a seat.
Now, if you tell us that you saw the video, then what the fuck were you doing looking at that, huh?
Nico will take the seat.
I'll also take a seat.
It will take a seat.
I don't think
There's
enough
plenty of
seats.
room for all. There's plenty of room for all of you.
Damn it. guess
I have to. The school has to accommodate for potential troll students coming in here.
Yeah.
We got to make sure these things are fucking huge. We got to. This whole school is like pretty like large, considering the having to accommodate for orc and trolls.
I imagine it's like hyper foldable chairs. Like extendo chairs.
This is basically a bench. As he turns around, looks towards you all with a serious expression. As he sits down in his chair as he leans forward, hands clasped together like Gendo.
Not a good time.
Nico looks a little embarrassed.
So,
10 gulps.
I'm sure you can gather why I asked you to be here.
No, not particularly.
He failed to turn in homework on time?
No. All of you have been very astute on that. Well, he looks over to Ken and Leone. Ken on account of not being around for a week.
Oh man, when Ken gets back from his like training arc and if Fran wakes up, she's gonna beat my ass.
Fucking belt. Getting the belt.
Okay. Like after this season ends, it's just gonna be Fran beating his ass until he catches up on 2 weeks of work.
Well, first and foremost, he looks over to you, Ken. We didn't get the chance to do so, but I'd like to welcome you back into the school. Ken.
Thank you, Mr. Buck.
I'm sorry that we as teachers didn't notice sooner your plight, and didn't act to help you even further. It's a failure on us as a staff that one of our students, for whatever circumstances they may be, missed school for so long. From what I had gathered, it was due to emotional reasons, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then I apologize for not seeing it sooner. And for not bringing it up with your mom for the purposes of seeing it sooner. I'm glad that you are back in school with us. We will discuss your missing homework and the assignments you'll have to do, but
Ken sweats. No, he's gonna have 5 more days of that shit.
ultimately, as for the rest of you, this is more so a matter of your in total group attendance. For more than a couple of days, you all have seemingly skipped school errantly. Erratically. Now, while I have no necessary proof of the matter as to what of your truancy, I would like to, at the very bare minimum, discuss. As he leads forward, as he gives you all a worried look. that you all are to be remained safe.
I'll
I
note
have-
that.
I have no extensive proof on the matter, but I and some of the staff, I'm sure, can likely relate to whatever you're going through. His gaze kind of glances over to Nico and Leone before falling back on Nico. Nico, Leone, and Matron before falling back to Nico.
She meets his gaze.
Whenever I found you, you had gone into a fight. You'd proven yourself capable in that regard. However, something tells me, given your demeanor, how I know you, I'd like to believe I've gotten to know you a decent bit. And in that regard, I feel as if I have a gut feeling that you are continuing to do things like this. Going out and doing battle. I feel as though I know this because I've been in such situations before in the past. Before my life took the turn for what it is now. And ultimately, I can't help but noticing your involvement with the rest of you all. That it is all of you who would as well be involved. Again, just a hunch, but I have reason to believe it.
I promise we're staying safe. And even if you ever wind up getting into trouble, we have each other to watch out for.
Even I lied.
I have no doubt that you're attempting to stay safe. However, the way things are going for Seattle, gangs have grown more antsy with one another. We're lucky that Mercer Island is such a nice place. That fact still remains. Things are getting more strenuous and extensive within the climate of the streets. And ultimately, while in the sense that I do feel as though you all are going out and combating these gangs, or however you're doing it, sure, you may be staying safe, but you will find yourself in more trouble. Especially with how things go.
He doesn't know.
I
Mike's not here.
am.
Don't go starting a monologue yet, Nico.
I won't.
Guys.
I'll keep it in.
Okay, you can start your monologue now. Anyone else can cut into her monologue if you'd like.
You may.
You make a
Please, it's okay to cut. I know Nico yaps a lot. You do not. You may all speak.
Yapaholics.
Nico
I'll
being
be
a
real.
yapaholic does not prohibit anyone else from yapping.
Are you sure? It feels
See,
rude.
the thing with Ada is that she is the anti-yapper.
I'll be real. I'll be real with you. The only way I can talk to Buck right now is if I lie through my teeth, and I just spent an entire arc lying through my mom. I cannot lie right
Yeah, like that's your
Ken the liar. Ken the liar ate my
Oh,
pie.
it's dangerous out there, and really, we are very, very grateful for you looking out for us. This is one of my favorite places in all of Seattle. And even though it's dangerous out there, no matter what, I know we're going to be okay. We may only be trying to stay safe, doing the best we can with what we have, but I like to think that's enough. That, as silly as it sounds, we're gonna be okay since we have each other's backs. So, will you trust us to watch out for each other?
It's not as if I don't trust you. But I don't know if I can't trust the world from taking more from me.
No. I don't think you can. That's something I've had to learn plenty of times. We can't trust the world not to rip what we love right out of our hands. That's why I think it's important that we stay proactive. That we do everything we can to keep it close, hold it tight, make sure it's okay. And I know that's exactly what you're doing for us right now. Which is why I'm asking you to let us keep what we love safe, so that the world doesn't take it away. That is my humble request.
From my understanding, this is a veiled way of asking if it's okay to miss more school.
Yes. We'll need to, especially in the next week.
Where's the gang map?
Yeah, it's alright. It's pinned.
Thank you.
And I assume that you are not privy to the idea of telling me why you're missing school.
With all due respect, sir, I believe you've just told us you already know.
You see he closes his eyes. As his as his fingers kind of like massage in between his eyes, where his nose meets. Nico, I don't know what it is, but I like to consider you not just a simple student, but a friend.
I'm honored.
The last time I trusted a friend with such a thing, well, he trails off.
I've made a lot of promises to a lot of people. Especially promised a lot of people that I'd stay safe. And more than that, I've sworn myself something that is far from done. Something that I intend to see through to the end. For everyone I love. I'm not someone who goes down easily. And it's terrifying to trust someone else. Terrifying to watch them walk away from me and not know when I'm going to see them again. But if I didn't, I wouldn't be satisfied with my life. I wouldn't be able to not be who I am. So, will you let me keep walking this path? So that I can stand tall? So that I can be who I want to be? And that I can come back here with a smile on my face and tell you I did good.
I can also assure you that I always do everything in my power to protect my daughters. Ada, you do.
As-
Nudge Ada, you say something to Ada.
Ada raises her hand. I also have something to say. I'm not sure how much of my past you are privy to. Likely not much. But before I came here, I'd never seen dry land with my own two eyes. I was raised to one day come here to the mainland and find a purpose for myself. I'm trained in violent ways, esoteric ways. Not like the things I learn here. For the longest time, I didn't have a place to go. I just kept wandering and wandering. And now I am here. I have learned so many things in school. And this is a place that I keep coming back to. I would like to keep coming back here and learning more things that I didn't know were possible. I know that I am what I am. And I don't know if I will ever be something that I'm not. But I know that with this place, everything that I am and that I was, any violent act, any hope for the future, I dedicate to protecting this life on Mercer Island. And that's the first thing I've wanted to do in a long time.
Ken, do you have something you want to say?
Everyone else is talking.
I know it's going to be pretty awkward for me to say this, but especially after only just getting back. But I plan to leave for a bit as well. But I guess the only thing I can really say is it's not going to be like last time. I need to take a few days to both ready myself for something and, well, I guess in a way just to reinforce what I learned. It's, for lack of a better term, soul searching.
Sorry, you too, Leone.
Whatever. Whatever happens, I'll make sure they're fine.
And so, Buccaneer, please let your students go commit more crime.
Buccaneer, please let me
I
train
promise we won't die. Let us go commit crime.
Buck, please.
Please, bro! Please let us go do more gang violence!
Buck, please. I gotta go meditate with my spirit mom. I had to achieve plane.
He just sits in silence for a moment.
Ken has his like head bowed low.
Ada, do that fucking like flip around fucking full bow.
The Dogeza or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, there's like is a.
Eight also
Really?
does.
Do
Really
this,
don't
Ada.
have to
Do
do
this.
I ain't going that full way. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm doing the Deku right there.
He looks over to you, Matron. It took a moment, but you're cyberware. Admittedly, it's modded far past screw regulations.
Why do you have this?
And I'm familiar with that. Make an assembly.
You are?
You've been to the Orc Underground, yes?
Yes.
He nods. I'm sure it's not so surprising to know that I've been there. I have no reason to tell you, but if you ask around, I'm sure people will inform you. If you have any more modifications to make, any of you, whether that be general repairs or mechanics or cyber technology, just tell the vendor that you're friends with Bucky.
Bucky?
We upgraded the Bucky social link, so now we get discounts on cyberware.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna buy more armor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bucky.
You are truly one of the greatest teachers I have ever known.
He gives you a kind of like worried smile.
And
I'm not
I-
your teacher. I'm your principal.
And I promise I will catch up on all my schoolwork when I'm done.
Should you need, you'll have the rest of the week to excuse yourselves. I'll let the teachers be aware of this. However, by the time that you are fully properly integrated to school, you are to tell me. And you'll have to do lots of catch-up to do. December is
I
not
will keep them all in line with their studies.
December is not quite the month to decide to do all this. After all, we are only 2 weeks away from finals.
I will make sure that all of us ace finals.
Don't promise him that.
I promise you this.
Nico holds up a thumbs up. Well, I'm pretty sure I got the highest score of the class in midterms. So I think I'll be okay.
Even Leone will pass. I promise. Make
I'm
that promise
awesome.
right now, Leone.
You kill me.
Huh? No, I'm not promising shit!
Promise it right now.
As a second deadline has appeared on your calendar.
Oh no!
Is on the second to last week of December, starting from Monday the 18th. I guess I'll send you, by the way, they'll send you this calendar that I've been looking at.
Can we make a splart calendar and December has Ken and
I mean, you can update this one if you want. But yeah, Monday the 18th of December is whenever whenever finals week starts.
Finals week.
And after that, it's winter break.
And Christmas.
Calls up fairy godfather. Hey, can we just delay this no Christmas break, dude?
Dude, I have school to get to. Can you delay the Sky Gala?
Oh, jeez, my bad, dude. I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't realize. Sorry.
Godfather, we can't fight to the death. The prom is tomorrow.
The prom? I remember when I went to my prom.
I'll hold you to that.
Just
man.
like Cinderella going to the ball. I will not keep you from this.
I remember when I went to my prom, we get a crazy flashback to him going to prom with Alvon and Claire.
I was
Albon
always
stealing-
there. I was always
Albon
watching.
stealing my girl. I can't believe it.
He's certainly older than both of them. Like way, way older.
He was a
That's
chaperone.
How elegant!
Elegant.
Forget.
As until then, please don't make me regret sending you out. This.
You won't. Thank you.
He nods. He says nothing more, expecting you guys to walk out and head back to class, which admittedly is almost over.
Leone, we must begin studying.
Fuck you.
Language. Leone, do not say that in my principal's office.
But forget.
That's not cool. Don't say that.
Buccaneer chop!
Buccaneer chop.
We promised to him. It's important.
I'm sorry, Bucky, but the Wild Hunt ate my homework. I'll handle them.
Hold on, I got
So,
this.
you like eating kids' homework, do you?
I formulate a
Who is that?
method of teaching Leone things while also feeding her food.
Sorry,
Now,
Bucky.
if there are 5 zebra steaks,
Sorry,
but
Principal
you
Bucky.
multiply them by 2.
Beowulf ate my homework.
I just imagine fucking Bucky turning into Akuma to use the raging demon on Beowulf.
Buccaneer, chop!
Buccaneer, chop!
As yeah, you guys leave, and you get the little update for general little mechanics. For general mechanics and higher tier of cyberware.
Is he our contact now?
No, but your contact with the vendor has increased.
Bing.
Just
name
mention his name, and he'll do more for you with
Well,
at a discount.
What was the vendor's name?
The vendor.
The vendor.
What archetype is he?
Vendor.
Vendor.
This guy, he's like a vendor machine.
Yeah. As from there, the day ends. Matron, as the day ends and you guys are all walking together with Stellan and Xiaomei, you see you guys are all going to be like walking together because you know your plans involve each other. But Matron, you check your comlink again as you see on Trinity's cam, on the Trinity spy cam you have, as Hugo is still there. As she appears to be tightening some bolts along his back. The operating table has some blood on it. You can't see his face.
I'll go now, I think. Everyone else can go do their own thing.
As you guys kind of hang out with Stellan to go discuss what you guys are doing, you guys see as Matron looks at her comlink as she gets ready to walk in the direction towards her car.
Where are you off to?
Go check on Trinity. You guys have training to do, so. And also a weird astral thing.
Did you see if she's doing all right?
She's doing alright, just doing work on something.
See, I told you she'd be fine.
Well, I expect to meet up with you after then. Stellan kind of points at you.
Yeah, I know.
Stellan gestures for you guys to follow him as he gets walking down the street.
Oh, before you all go, I give them all lunch boxes to take to the astral realm.
Thanks.
Well, Nico and Ada aren't going anymore.
Yeah.
I still give
Yeah,
them
because
lunch.
I have work to do. I have spirits. I have critters to heal and spirits to.
I prepared a lunchbox. You're eating it.
We'll
Yeah.
still happily take lunch.
Yeah, spirit summoning's hard work, Sonny.
Yeah, because like if Ken only went there for one day, he'd kind of be just sitting on his ass for the rest of the time. He's like, man, I went through the metal plane with my own mentor spirit, and now I have to spend the rest of the week in a dojo. It's kind of a downgrade, not gonna lie.
As you get in your car, as you drive over towards the Friendship Restaurant, as you open up the door and walk in, You see Seigan up front talking with a customer. As he looks towards you. Welcome. You heading upstairs?
Yep.
Well, she has a client right now, so you know.
I'll be careful.
As he waves you off as he begins talking to the customer a little more. As you walk up, and do you knock on the because there's like a little door, whenever she like is in operation, that's closed. So you knock on it.
Before Matron knocks, Matron has her hand in one of her pockets. Her metal arm scraping on something metal in there. Knock, knock.
Oh. Come in. You hear from in there.
That's the door opening.
As you open up the door, as you see Ms. Tridica with a mask over her face as she looks over.
I had a feeling it was you. No one else really comes over here and visits. Knocks while I'm doing operations. Yes, it's my dad, but he's fine to come in. He just really can't do squeamy stuff like this. Even though he butchers fish all day, just can't handle it if it's a little bit of medical gore. Yeah, hi.
Hey.
As you see the Hugo on the table perk up as he looks over his shoulder.
Oh, hey, go back down.
Oh, sorry. Was that you, Matron?
Yes, that's me.
Splendid. I was wondering when I'd get to see you again.
Is they like behind a curtain or something?
Slightly, but Trinity opens it up.
And I walk over there, gripping this metal thing in my pocket. What are you doing?
Well, you wouldn't believe it. It was last Friday, I believe. I managed to stumble onto the cyberware I was looking for. It made this loud ringing sound that seemed as though only I could hear it. It took a moment of deliberation, but I managed to find a humble, repaired woman, a doctor, in order to attach it back onto me. She's been very lovely. I really appreciate the work you've done for me, especially at such short notice.
Oh, it's nothing.
And free of charge, I guess? Because I don't think you have any money either.
You don't have money?
I suppose I don't.
I do get to play around with this really good cyberware, so I'll think about the price.
Well, either way, thank you for your kindness.
We should be getting close to done. Honestly, you're taking this pretty well. I'm having to do a bit more intense surgery than I expected.
Well, I have a feeling I'm used to it.
I guess. And again, no anesthesia. And you haven't let out a single scream. He shrugs. I don't know.
So
Must not be that bad.
where did you say you found it?
It was in an alleyway. It was honestly the luckiest deal. I found a guy hovering over it, as if he was deciding to do with it. I talked with him. I deliberated, and he decided to give it over. If I remember correctly, he moves his cyber arm. This used to be my arm. But now it's my arm again.
Good luck.
Yes. More than that. I believe I had comrades. I still struggle to remember. But I do believe I had comrades. Perhaps 3 others? I believe it's bits of their cyberware that I was there as well. And... well... I decided to as well attach them to me. I was hoping that it would help me remember. I think it's helping. Wouldn't you say? He turns over. Does he seem to look past you, Matron? He nods. Then he looks over to you, Matron.
Matron pulls out a thing in her pocket. I think that was not as metal as I was hoping it would sound. I think it's because the bottle is full of water and made a thud sound instead of a metal sound.
Maybe.
He pulls it out. This long silver thermos. I made soup this morning. I was gonna bring it to you over there, but I guess you were here.
Whoa. That is much needed. Is there a straw around?
Here, I'll just kind of like bend down. I'll feed it to you while you're getting surgery on. You can't slurp
Just don't
this
get it
one. It has bits in it.
Just don't get it on my floor. Thank you.
I can't wait for the Hugo boss fight, and then Matron, like, it all seems lost, and Matron just walks up to him and says, "Remember when I fed you soup?"
One moment.
He fucking explodes like a Kingdom Heart boss.
You better not be doing what I think you're about to do. I just had a thought. You better not be doing what I think you're gonna do.
Oh yeah. I thought about that immediately.
About what?
You better not be head casing that man.
You put nanites in that soup, aren't you?
Got bits on it.
Yeah, it's got head case bits in it.
It's at this moment I realized, goddamn, I had way more faith in Matron than you guys. I didn't even consider the idea that she'd be head casing a motherfucker. I was she brought him soup. She should have head cased him.
Yeah, no.
Well, considering Matron is up there for the least stable members out of all of us, she also figured out that this guy was here to like get Nico. And was a part of that whole Matrix thing, and also is getting his cyberware back.
Yeah, no.
Shit, man, maybe I'm just I don't know. Fuck it. I'm just gonna start trusting people.
Yeah, no. Like, I'll be 100% real. I have zero faith in Matron. I will always assume the worst in her.
The fuck? What did I do?
I'm just out here believing in people. I don't know.
I put you in my Valkyrie chamber. What the fuck?
I just assume that Matron will do the most metal thing at any given point.
You know what? I like that better. Yanker's assuming I'm evil, you just assume I'm metal. I like that better.
Yeah. Also, for some reason, the entire time that Matron has like done all this and like talking and like like all this stuff about Hugo, all I can think of is for some reason Killy when he lost his memories.
Dude, if
Damn,
Hugo turns out to be Killy, we're fucked. We're not. That he
if he turns out to be Killy, we're
he
dead.
has a particle accelerator gun. We're fucked.
We're finished.
Also, I'm just like, yes, Killy, Hugo, is here to kill all the Silicon Life, Nico, and get the net terminal gene, head case.
Dude, holy shit. Splite is just blam.
Lemon, whenever we get an appropriate Shadowrun game, I just want to play Killy. I want to play Killy so bad.
I would fucking give you the particle accelerator gun, man. It'll just be an Ares red line.
That sets the standard where we're gonna have like the final boss enemy is also gonna have one. Like Sankan did, and immediately I'm gonna be like, "Oh no!"
It's just an Ares red line, but it does 20p and it does infinite AP.
Are you just gonna have a fucking? Are you two just gonna have like a fucking beam struggle with a particle?
Honestly, 20p with infinite AP does a disservice to that gun. I'm not gonna lie. Like that is still not enough to make up that gun truly, but I'll take it.
But yeah, I'm open to be proven wrong. However, I'm also setting myself up for disappointment.
Honestly, Matron, if you had cases, man, peak fiction. I love it.
I fucking die in the fight, and then Hugo comes up and it's like, "Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry, I made backups."
Yeah,
I'm your father now.
Yeah, I feel like we might have to put. I think we might have to like put Matron to take Matron out back if she starts headcasing people.
But I owe the headcase for good.
Yes. Now face the wall for good, Matron.
You know, I've never thought about it, but Sibo's kind of fucking Chrono-like.
Like Soul Eater Chrono?
Yeah.
Sibo is weird. Sibo also dies like what is it, 7 times?
It's weird. I didn't keep count, to be honest.
I started keeping count. Like after like the second one, I started keeping count. Also, the alternate timeline version of Sibo, who is like super cool, because she has like the flying power suit kind of thing with like the orbiting laser turret things. So, Sibo is also like ultimate Decker, I gotta say.
Yaika? Ultimate Decker Yaika?
Yeah, you go. I have trust issues.
Okay,
And I will
Adam, you might like Blame or Blam.
You have told me quite a bit about it.
It's spelled blame, but it's pronounced blam because
It's pronounced Blam because there's a translation.
he's Japanese and he didn't know how to spell blam, so he thought he had to be at the end.
Incredible.
And honestly, it kind of works both ways. It's just cool.
It makes it a funny double entendre.
Yeah. It's also probably one of my favorite mangas ever. It's so good, dude.
It's really good. It's really good.
I need to get around to reading Knights of Sidonia.
Knights of Sidonia is sick. It's just blam, but like medieval.
But no, Knights of Sidonia is the one with the mechs, right?
No, that's probably right. I'm thinking of the new one that he's making currently.
Oh, Tower Dungeon. I've also been trying to do Tower Dungeon.
It's just
Tower Dungeon.
imagine.
Is that by the same guy who did Blam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious in dungeon, but instead of eating food, they experience horrors.
Yeah, they experience the mega structure.
So Dungeon Mechi.
The mega structure, but up. I need to get around to doing it, because like I've heard it's really good. I have heard that his manga style has changed a lot since Blam and Biomega.
His art style.
Yeah,
is
when I looked at Tower Dungeon, the art style was way different from what I saw.
Yeah,
his characters are simpler, but his
I've heard that Knights of Sidonia especially has a lot more tropes in it and a lot more dialogue. I understand.
He decided that characters should probably speak.
Yeah, because he just didn't know.
Instead of Killy witnessing the horrors and just not doing anything about it.
It's so funny that for like legitimately like half the manga, like Killy is just alone, and then like the first quarter Killy is alone, and then he gets Sibo. Then he's
It's
with
like
Sibo for
3
like a quarter of the
volumes of
manga.
Kelly just witnessing horrors and people talking at him occasionally.
Killy just sounds
Also,
like Killy just sounds like a video game horror protagonist seeing the horrors.
no, see the thing is that Killy is like,
I'm
if
back.
Resident Evil became like Cyberpunk, he's the Resident Evil Jim John protagonist, but also if Jim John protagonist was a tyrant, like secretly, but he didn't know about it, which is just Ethan Winters.
So Ethan Winters?
Ethan Winters,
Ethan
like,
Winters
doesn't
if he
have
had
a
the
baby.
Requiem cannon at all times, but the Requiem cannon was 10 times stronger. Killy straight up vaporizes people with one shot. The greatest part about Blam is that Killy uses his gun and he goes back like a city block due to the recoil. And he literally doesn't care.
Right there.
He like dislocates his shoulder and replaces it every time he shoots it.
Okay.
Well, anyways,
back
back to poisoning Hugo.
Wait, what? Hold on. What would you say there?
Nothing.
Listen, he opens his mouth for you to feed him.
This
kind of
soup
soup
is
is
is a excellent special soup called albondigas. Soup de albondiga. So I take out from the thermos. It's just a fucking big meatball. I just put it in his mouth.
You choose on it. It's pretty good. I don't think I'm used to such solid soups, though.
Hold on, here's the soup part.
He sips it. The taste is good. Yes, I like it. This is a good soup. Thank you very much, Matron.
Oh, and here's an old favorite. It's carrot.
I don't mind carrot. He eats it.
The return of Carrot, my goat.
How many is this a revolving thermos? Do you have like 4 varieties of soup?
I would like that as a Christmas gift.
No, it's just one soup.
Soup chamber.
As after a little bit,
I feed him for a few hours, however long it takes.
and as he finishes a bolt, there, all good. All right, so to look it all over, you got wires linked up in certain parts of your nervous system. You got the full cyber arm. You got the this. The magnetic system placed underneath your skin. And, of course, as you seem to have really intended, you seem really explicit, you had your adrenal gland replaced. And all in all, the loss in essence is pretty remarkable. I mean, you didn't really lose that much considering how much major additives you added. Your cyberware, it's, I mean, I could tell the make from a mile away. It reminded me a lot of it, but it's like Nico's, right? Have you known Nico? I'm familiar, yeah. Nico Lawatz. That was her full name. I think we have similar cyberware. Although yours has a much more efficient, has a much greater blend in essence use and raw power. It's more suited for the capabilities of the user. And
in that regard, it's pretty incredible. I suppose so. That really helped with my notes as well. Just getting a chance to use it. Wonderful. Oh, so cool.
Well, all that's left now is a matter of how he's gonna pay.
I've never been too good at this card.
I think we should make him work at the Friendship Restaurant to pay it off.
Oh, that is a good idea. You guys are part-time, and Dad doesn't really have too many working with him.
He's unemployed. He doesn't have anything else to do.
That is true. I have no place of employment.
He's also homeless.
He'll be homeless
Yes,
soon.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Oh, well, technically, I am. Considering I left, and I haven't been back at the crypt since I left, I do believe they've anticipated that as I'm good to go and are probably not gonna let me stay any longer. So I do believe, yes, I am homeless.
Damn again. Anyways, back to talking about Blam.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Why Fuwawa? What?
So what is it that you do at this friendship restaurant? Do you make more friends? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the idea, is a good place to talk with other people, but it's mostly a sushi joint. Sushi. Is that not a soup? No, it's like fish on rice. Are you from this planet?
I was expecting sushi to be his like sleeper code phrase, and he wakes up right there.
Just one fucking.
Are you from this planet? You talk weird. Oh, then she stops for a moment. Oh, wait, never mind. My scans did show you had a chunk of your brain taken out of you. Yeah, the doctors do say that I am sufficiently damaged in the brain area. It's a genuine wonder how you're living without that. Perhaps it's a type of perseverance. I guess. I mean, you are a tough cookie. I'll give you that. But I'm not a cookie. I'm a man.
You're a cookie, though.
Huh?
There. I rub his head.
But did someone take a bite of my brain?
Maybe. Anyways,
Well, I
you can work
suppose
here.
that-
You could work here at the Friendship Restaurant, and I guess you can stay with me.
Huh? I get to stay with you? Like all the time instead of you visiting me infrequently?
Well, where I live.
You'd do that for me? You'd offer me a place of employment and a place of stay, of safety and of comfort?
Yeah.
Matron, you might be too good for this world.
There's two types of people.
As he starts, as you see tears begin to flow down his face. Oh, what is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. My eyes are watering. Oh my goodness. As he reaches over, as he grabs the soup from your hands, as he just downs some.
There's a big meatball in there.
I need. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, he didn't even chew, he just swallowed it.
I'm just used to swallowing it. I'm used to liquid. Oh. Why is my eye doing that?
Like, crying?
I'm not familiar with the reasoning either, actually.
I suppose that may be what it is. Don't mind me. As he downs more soup, this time remembering to chew. And thank you for the soup. Oh, it's good soup.
Okay.
Well, when do I, when will you have me?
I guess we should figure out the retro restaurant situation then.
Yeah, hold on. Dad!
As you hear, after a little bit, some footsteps walk up on the stairs as I knock on the door. Honey, is your operation done?
Yeah, and I've cleaned up. No blood.
Whew. As he opens up the door. As he walks in. He looks over to Batron, looks over to the shirtless Hugo, who, by the way, quite impressively ripped. It's surprising given that he was a fucking invalid.
Yeah.
Not like 3 weeks ago.
Oh no, he's hot.
Admittedly, something about it doesn't feel 100% natty.
BioWare.
Muscle toner be like.
As he looks over to the shirtless Hugo, get that kid a shirt. Oh, she throws the medical gown that he was wearing a second ago. As he puts it on.
Dad, so this guy doesn't necessarily have a means to pay me.
He raises an eyebrow.
He's about to take out the shotgun.
But Matron had an idea about offering him a job at the Friendship Restaurant. And he'll be a full-time worker instead of part-time.
Yeah, alright. Sounds good. I'll be putting you to work, though, kid. Oh, I think I am good at work.
You'll have to explain some things to him.
Yes, I'm still trying to figure out this sushi. Is he retarded?
He's got a chunk of his brain taken out.
Oh.
You can't say that anymore. It's 2080, whatever the fuck.
That is like such an outdated. It's like an actual like ancient term by this time. It's like calling someone a pixie, but in today.
Is he a fruit?
Is he, taking a different lane from the rest of us?
Did someone look up an ancient slur?
Oh, well, kid. I don't mind having you. Besides, it'll probably be a big help to have a full-time worker. Especially given my part-timers keep calling off. As he crosses his arms to look at you, Matron.
I mean,
Well, I hope you're grateful because we are gonna have to call it a week off.
Uh-huh. You're lucky you kids are lucky I like you.
I also like my kids.
Uh-huh. Alright, well... He points over. Oh, He puts a hand to his chin. Go on. I believe my name... Hugo. Hugo Silver. Well, Mr. Silver, you start tomorrow. Lovely. Thank you very much, Mr. Sushi Man. I'm Sagan, but you can just call me Boss. That sounds wonderful then, Mr. Boss. Uh-huh. He shrugs. Alright. Sounds good. As he heads back downstairs. Mr. Boss sounds like a lovely person.
Holy shit, Mr. Boss.
I mean, I don't think he'd prescribe himself to the description of lovely, but, you know, he's nice. He can just be a bit tough on his workers. That's why he doesn't have any except those guys.
So, I guess if I'm hired, do I stay with you?
We can't stay at the restaurant.
He looks down with a smile. As he turns over. Thank you again, Miss Trinity. I really appreciate it, especially at such a last moment's notice, as well as reuniting me with my friend Matron, who is willing to give me a place of residence, as well as your father giving me an employment. You are. He nods. Excellent people. Thank you.
Nope, sweat it, Hugo. Really, thank you for showing off that cyberware. That is some crazy stuff. I've never gotten to see anything quite like it.
Well, I mean...
There's Nico's, but still.
I suppose I'll have to ask Nicola about it more. If we do have similar sets of cyberware, maybe she knows more about me. I can't wait any longer. Can we go now?
I have to put your shirt on, bud. Had to pat him on the back.
My shirt is... Where did my shirt go? He puts on his medical shirt again.
Alright,
Okay.
we could time skip me bringing him around.
You take him to your house. This is much bigger than I expected.
Yeah, it's the iCarly apartment.
I do not know what an iCarly is, but it does sound extravagant.
Just imagine Hugo crashing through the fucking ceiling one day, just like, Hugo!
So, will I stay in that room? He points over to Ada's room.
Did you know that the stunt actor actually got hurt by doing that stunt?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got,
like-
he got his ribs fucking turned into powder.
All of his ribs were,
His ribs.
were crushed by that. I'm pretty sure they had to I don't think airlift would immediately get him to the hospital.
Freddy's face
Yeah,
here
he-
is not the reaction of like, oh well, look at Gibby. It's like, oh shit, he's actually.
That's fucked up.
He literally hit the concrete ground so hard it fucking
It
bounced.
Yeah.
God.
The guy, Noah Monk, is that what his name is? The
Noah
actor
Monk,
was
yeah.
like, yeah, they put down a mat for the stunt double, but they kept making it thinner and thinner so it wouldn't appear out of place in the shot. So he tumbled, and that was a concrete floor and a very thin mat. So
Yeah, ribs turned into fucking powder.
What did they expect was gonna happen?
I don't know, man. So do I stay in that room? He points over towards Ada's room.
No, not that one. You're not allowed in there.
Oh, okay. I won't go in there. What about that room? He points over to your room.
Audra blinks a few times. No, not there either.
Oh, okay. I won't go there either.
nah, Matron said I shouldn't go in there.
I shouldn't go. I shouldn't go in there. I should really go smoke some crack first.
I better smoke some
I need-
DP first.
I need to get some soup first.
better drink some soup first.
Better drink some soup first. Broccoli cheddar. That sounds better than going in here.
So, he points to the couch. I sleep there.
Yes.
He nods with a hint of glee in his eyes as he walks over and sits down. Oh, I forgot to mention, he also got Trini also mentioned in his order that he got a cyber eye system. And he sits on the couch, pats it, moves it around a bit. This is the most comfortable thing I've ever sat in. Did I get to sleep on it? It's happening again. This crying phenomenon. Oh, what does it mean?
I'm not sure.
Well, I suppose we have things in common. As you see him bundle up as he curls up into a ball. You lean in a little bit. He's dead asleep.
I don't know why. I just imagine it's like you look at him and it like cuts to Matron like leaning forward. It cuts back to him. He's like fucking dead rat posed, flat fast asleep, mouth open.
I took him on.
So he is like a ball, like in a ball, but he's like mouth is like full of gape. Just
I tuck his balls for him.
You took his balls?
I tuck his
You
balls.
you swaddle him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the gif, but that Jake the dog thing where he's like crying because the bed is so comfortable and then immediately when he's like in the dungeon.
Is that gonna be like a special grapple move in the fighting game where Matron fucking uses the net ice to wrap you up in a fucking baby bundle and then slam you to the ground?
Swaddles you. Is this how you treat your babies? Yeah. Hugo is fucking fast asleep.
Fucking Yakuza move. Essence of bad parenting.
essence of CPS.
Matron looks at him. This is me silently considering whether or not I should put a data bomb under the arm.
It could be funny.
Think of all the funny.
Matron leaves. I have to go learn magic now.
Damn it. I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder. Put data bombs everywhere.
As Matron, you
Put landmines in the kitchen.
you stare at him as you consider it. As you turn away, you feel your heart rate spike up. It's almost like involuntarily an angry tick appears on your forehead. As you walk over to your car, catch the location of wherever the girls are as you drive away. As we cut over to the rest of the guys.
Change the music from being intimidating, man.
Listen, man, it's been intimidating and dreary like the entire session.
As you guys are currently walking with Stellan. So, I was thinking about it. I'm not too much of a strategist, but you guys have informants, correct?
Something along those lines. We've got the siblings down at the crypt, and we tend to mostly go through them for info. And then for Kenley, we also have Biggs. He's with the Hellhounds. We're friends with him.
Well, if you don't mind, I feel like before you go, Ken, it'd be good if you guys were to catch some more information. I mean, this Sky Gala is a pretty big event. Maybe those informants have a pretty good idea about it. It'd probably be good for you to go get more information about it so you can think about it during your training. Maybe it'd help you guys lead to a planning phase.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that I had to tell you.
Matron's usually the one who does most of our thinking.
Well, considering what she is, that makes sense. Anyways, the main reason why I say that is because, well, while I am leading you guys along, ultimately I do have to prepare the ritual for it. So, basically, while I'm getting that ready, I wanted to give you guys something to do instead of just stare at me do magic shit.
That's fair enough.
So, off to the crypt then?
Yeah. And also be good to talk to Tatiana about it. She's still staying there since Terry is. And if we let her in on it, then she can tell Hajime and the rest of the pack. The pack, I mean.
Sounds good.
Alright, well, you guys get to it. As you see as while you guys are walking, Stellan just makes a sharp right turn to the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm. All right. To the crypt we go.
As you catch a little Uber ride, one of you pays $50. As you catch a little Uber ride over to the crypt, as Matron is the only vehicle and currently busy.
Nico will pay it.
As you haul your way over to the crypt. Making your way down through the stairs. As you walk into the nice little, well-kept area with seemingly a lot more people than there ever usually is.
Huh?
A lot less of the familiar faces that you're used to.
That's pretty weird.
And you see, as you kind of look towards where the informant area is, you see a little bit of a line piling up.
Popular today.
Well, let's ask someone.
Anyone we
Yeah,
know
yeah.
in the line?
You see Xiao Mei kind of move over as she walks over towards the medical area. As you see Tatiana having been looking around as she looks over, or smiling and waving at the rest of you.
Wave.
She quickly walks over as she signs something to Xiao Mei as they hug before she walks over and kind of touches each of you on your shoulders.
So, I take it you guys are here for information?
Yeah.
Lately, a lot more people have been coming.
As Tatiana looks out.
Yeah, what's all the commotion about?
Unfortunately, I'm not so good at rumor gathering. Unless I make it a point to read the lips of the people, I can't exactly tell what exactly each person is talking about. And a lot of people don't really want to give a deaf person the time of day of communication.
Hmm.
And she crosses her arms.
But I can tell just by looking at all these people. They're Shadowrunners.
Shadowrunners. Why is there like an influx of business here?
Well, I mean, the crypt is a place where Shadowrunners gather in Seattle to gain information and resources. It's a sort of neutral zone in that regard. If I had to guess if groups of Shadowrunners would be here, something has caught the eye of several of them. Probably a business venture. If I had to wager, they're probably here for the same thing.
Do you think it's related to the Sky Gala? And that's apparently a pretty big thing coming up.
Well, I mean, we have the twins, so we might as well ask them.
It'd be good then.
Oh, wait, speaking of the Sky Gala, we did actually have something to talk about with you. It's fairly important.
What's that?
Well, so you remember how we went up against the Wild Hunt? And, you know, she's saying this over the mind net, not like out loud in the fucking public.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember how, Hajime, Irene, and Xiao Mei joined us to fight the Wild Hunt, Geppetto specifically.
Her eyebrows furrow a little bit.
Yes.
It seems the Wild Hunt is making its retaliatory strike. I know that at least me, Matron, Ada, and Ken, and Leone have had bounties placed on our head. We aren't certain whether or not it extended to Hajime, Irene, and Xiao Mei, too. But we have a week. At the Sky Gala, the Fairy Godfather, the leader of the Wild Hunt, is going to be in attendance there. And if we can reach him, we have a chance to plead our case and convince him not to call off the bounty, and well, we won't be hunted down by every member of the Wild Hunt. So, we're planning on storming it. When the Sky Gala happens, fighting our way to the top, and making our case. We were hoping you'd be willing to help.
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome.
You guys are still under oath of the pact. You're supposed to follow our orders. And if you are to be allies to that degree, then we have to keep you safe.
Really owe ya.
It's nothing much. You helped figure things out with Terry, and you've helped out a lot.
Speaking of, I heard he's been doing better.
She nods.
It's really good to hear.
Again, it's a shame that we don't have the BioWare capabilities to, well, heal him up properly. As it stands right now, he's already had a bit of cyber implants on him. He likely won't be able to shift into a bear anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I remember that being a concern last time we approached.
She nods. They had no time in order to get anything for genealogy purposes. So that's just what we're gonna have to live with. But he's already proven capable of half-shifting. That's what you called it, right? She glanced over to Leone. Yeah. That guy's instincts are crazy. I'm sure he'd figure something out in that regard. It's already been paid for by us. We had to scrounge up a bit of new yen to do so. But soon it'll be settled, and he'll be fine. And from then, well, he'll be good as new whenever he wakes up. You see in her eyes, she looks quite hopeful.
That's really excellent. Are you going to be staying with Terry during the Sky Gala mission?
No. He'll be fine. You guys have been missing a good sniper, haven't you?
Yeah. The only person who fights from super long range would be me.
Which has become less and less common.
Yeah. People have a tendency of rushing me down.
You're gonna need to be front and center as well. You can't afford to not be up front. Not for this one.
Agreed.
Especially since you're probably gonna be our talker.
I don't know how convincing I'll be, but I have to be. Gotta put my best foot forward. Besides, it didn't feel wrong just throwing you guys to the metaphorical wolves. Plus, actually, having a sniper will be extra good because it won't just be fighting. We need to maneuver our way up there too. getting into a drawn-out slog with all of them. We're strong, but not that strong. This will be a contest about maneuvering for sure. Part of why we're here, actually. We wanted to get as much info on the Sky Gala as we could from the siblings.
Well, the line seems to be coming down a bit. You should probably go head over there.
Well, thank you for the help.
No problem.
Each will give her a little wave bye and then go join the line.
As you guys, with nothing else to say to Tatiana, as Zhao Mei stays with her. As you guys walk over to the line, you find yourself waiting there a bit longer. As you find a way, make your way into the room, as you see, as Ayako and Akiko are talking, like, all right, so you go here, and you send this, here's this. As Akiko kind of notices you. Oh. Excuse me for a second. She gestures for you guys to come here.
Okay. What's up?
You guys kind of walk out of line to go forward. You hear a couple people, oh, come on, what? They get to skip the line. Hey, hush. No more complaining. No information if you complain. They all grumble to themselves. As she gestures for you guys to follow, as Akiko nods to you guys as you pass by. As they take you to their back room, or as she takes you to their back room that you guys have been in before. As they follow in, shut it closed. Been a bit. Not just been a bit. Been a hectic week.
So we guessed that this has something to do with the Sky Gala.
Yeah. So our prediction was correct. Well, first and foremost, we congratulate you for fighting a member of the Wild Hunt and not being dead.
Woo!
I'm sure you could gather, but we tuned into that stream.
We were able to show off.
Show off you did. You definitely impressed us. But still, that comes with a whole plague of issues, admittedly.
That building hurt.
Yeah. Well, but simply, I guess keeping it real simple. A lot of people saw that, so it'll probably be a good bit before the ramifications of those people seeing that become a bit more apparent. But for now, you don't gotta worry about it. Just know that a couple of corporations may have seen it. Definitely a lot of the Wild Hunt buddies have seen it. And it's possible that it's been forwarded to other people. Point is, you guys are safe. And I'm glad for that. On that note, you guys are then immediately throwing yourselves back into the fire.
Now, to be fair, it's not like we have much of a choice.
That we did
Yeah.
not. That we did not.
Safe may be a bit of an overstatement for where we are right now.
Very big overstatement.
Some of our people did notice a large gathering of others at a funeral. We didn't dare go close to it, given what we understood what that cemetery was supposed to be. But it's safe to say
given that that's a Wild Hunt cemetery, and why you may be going to the Sky Gala, I presume it's for Wild Hunt purposes.
Yeah.
Alright, just say it. What's going on?
Good news. In a week we're gonna settle things. Bad news. In a week we're gonna settle things.
We got
You
a
just-
bounty placed on our heads.
You know,
Um,
kids, you just told me bad news 3 times in a row.
We may have about $1 million per person as their bounty reward for us.
Point is, during the Sky Gala, that will be a point for an ultimatum. Either we'll convince them to drop it, or we'll be hunted forever.
So we're gonna break in.
Well, also part of the challenge was to ascend to the top anyway. So we're gonna have to fight them on the way up.
That's what I thought. What I thought you were here for.
Got kind of leave going from one to all of them, but you know.
Okay. It's $1 million per person, you said, and I'm to assume there's going to be special cases. I mean, we saw that.
At the very least, I know Matron and I have a higher one.
Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure he did say dead or alive, but let's face it, it's more probably going to be dead, knowing our luck.
That guy that appeared at the end, that tan elf dude with the blonde hair,
Well,
he... Blonde? Did you forget what Selin looked like?
didn't he have white hair?
His hair's blonde.
Huh.
His hair's blonde with dark tipped ends.
Okay, good. Because yeah, looking at his picture, it looked white to me.
It's meant to be blonde.
Yeah, I see. That's my bad.
That I can only presume friend of yours. I mean, that guy just straight up has, you know, the magical gems that people have been searching for a while.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of runners after him too, regardless. We'll probably have to deal with a bunch of runners, even if we make it out of this.
He probably didn't know you were filming, that he was getting filmed when he did that.
He did not.
Uh-huh. Alright, so, you guys are going to the Sky Gala. Fair warning, at this point, I don't think I can take your money for this. For one, we're already getting quite a big payout for the same thing. I guess a little bit of a rundown. The Sky Gala is, depending on if you know, an annual event. Boeing hosts it every year, as they've done for quite a while. However, the allure of the Sky Gala is that a lot of bigwigs are going to be there. But more importantly, a lot of their money is going to be spent there. If their money is being spent at such a place, then that means that there's a server within it. But simply that server is going to be worth, well, probably more than all of your bounties. Not combined. I don't exactly know however much you guys are getting bountied up for. But it is going to be worth a fuck ton, put simply. Reason why this is notable and why I'm saying this is because it's well known that that's the case. It's almost as if it was advertised explicitly to invite people to come fuck it up. not only has the Sky Gala been an annual gathering of corporations and those in those corporations to do a little fancy measuring dick contest, but additionally, it's also an invitation for to try their luck and make it big. Simply put, this is going to be one of the bigger events. This is going to be one of the bigger events that happens consistently that people are going to try to shout around.
So what you're saying is, while we're doing our fight upwards, there's also trying to steal the server.
Yes. The reason why this is important more specifically is because no one's ever succeeded. Not even a little bit. Not a single soul has stepped onto the foot of the Sky Gala's steps.
We could do a lot with that kind of money.
Stops her a moment. If you, whatever. She was not expecting you to go for them to mention up the money. She thought you weren't going to go for it, but well.
This trick again just looks at her like priorities, Nico.
Huh? No, I mean, my thought was, well, she sort of like leans in, doesn't really want to say this in front of Akiko and in front of the siblings. She like whispers to the group, "What I mean is, how much money we could buy Jill and Sean out of their debt to the vampire mafia, solve their issue, and give them free reign to child hunt."
So is that like a side mission?
It's worth a shot.
I feel like we probably would have to do that after we do Godfather now.
Nico shrugs. I mean, information is why we're here.
It definitely seems like a lot to do in one night. Leonide, like, as well as joins the huddle.
Just something to keep in mind. Not like a priority, but an option. She looks back to the siblings. Anyway, continue.
Akiko is not here.
Oh, okay.
It's just Ayako.
He's probably dealing with the line.
He is.
Anyway, you were saying?
Like I said, we're getting a big payout from Shadowrunners coming in here demanding to know the information on this place. Honestly, it's not as expensive information as you'd think, given how many people want, but also how kind of public the information is. I mean, it's not public information, but if you know where to look for it, you can probably get it for cheaper or for free.
I mean, the Space Needle has been around for like over 100 years.
Yeah, and the Sky Gala has been around for a good minute too. The point is, Sky Gala, well, rumor has it, is that it's been patrolled by the Wild Hunt since its inception. So, I mean, I'm sure you could have already guessed given your situation. Wild Hunt is going to be in full force there. Probably getting paid oodles of money. And to add on to that, as to Nico, you get a message up on your comlink.
Hmm.
So,
She'll check it.
as you open it up, as a map opens up on your comlink.
We're in the wrong Shadowrun chat.
Yeah,
Oops.
Cody.
Oops, it was dead. I blame Cody.
It is entirely your.
Who's in the wrong Shadowrun chat?
Oh hey, look, it's the word. There it is.
The map.
As a map opens up in your comlink.
There's a lot of places there that's littered all around. But simply, that is a map of the danger zone, so to speak. That entire square is what is being patrolled by the Wild Hunt. Well, being patrolled by security, and the deeper you go, the more Wild Hunt will be likely to be there. Basically, that whole entire radius is being patrolled by a security detail. Around the green square is probably where it's the safest. It's being patrolled still, but it's so wide and so spread thin that it's likely possible to sneak through. The blue areas, whenever you're going to start getting into some trouble, rigger-assisted drones, deckers watching cameras, high-powered corpo street Sams walking around the works. And then you get into the red. That is where all shit hits the fan. People have made it past the green square. People have made it into the blue square. But as soon as they step foot into the red square, that's where it ends. They haven't even made it close to the Pacific Science Center. And certainly nor even near Evergreen Kingdom. Fun fact, I've had to make several, and I mean several hundred versions of the copies of this. Because every time a showrunner comes in, they say they want the original copy. And I send it to them, and they're like, no, I can tell this isn't the original. You gotta send me the original. So I've had to do so many different hoops to... So some Shadowrunners are just so... upstarty. I think they're so cool.
Why does it matter if it's the original? What does it matter if it's the original or not?
I don't
Isn't it the same
know.
info?
I don't know. Some of these people are... Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Point is... that is the info on it. At this point, I have nothing to really tell you. It's not consistent every year, and they change it up constantly. But the best I can inform you is green is easiest. You'd probably have the easiest time just sneaking in. Blue is where it gets real. You're likely going to have to actually fight. Red, and should you make it to red, expect the most resistance.
And we gotta do it all in one single night.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the defenses? Like, the first thing that I would think of was to go from above. I
It's
imagine
all the same.
Oh, I mean,
There.
Another thing to note about the Sky Gala is that they begin reservations to that whole section of area preemptively. Basically, it gets prepared a week in advance for everything that they could anticipate. It becomes a whole blocked off area. Then, whenever the week of the gala arrives, it's completely locked off. So, maybe friends that has to make a commute through there. If they don't know, let them know. They'll have to make several detours.
Really noted. It's too late to buy tickets, huh?
that's even considering the possibility of affording them.
I was thinking that was more of a Nico Leon like
Yeah,
or
that was a-
Leon Kennedy one-liner.
That was a Leon Kennedy one-liner.
Guys,
You've been infected.
I have.
Infected.
make those now.
So, if you can manage it, the security is also going to be pretty high during the week beforehand. Just not quite as difficult as the day of. Mainly reason is because people are going to be expecting to see, well, Shadowrunners trying to sneak around on the roads and look inconspicuous as they run through alleyways to plan out their route. Again, people do this literally every year. So if you're going to discover your plans, your route in, I would suggest you make it good.
See the persona like prepare your route before the day of the heist.
And in that regard, if you are going to go via Matrix, I know none of you know of that except Matron, well, it's much the same. So be careful if she decides to do that. And we don't have much info in this regard, but I've heard, and I would anticipate, to be honest, that they also have magical security. So trying to get in through astral perception, projection to get into through the route probably also is pretty covered. Basically, all this is to say, these are a lot of the stuff you're going to be dealing with. This is what's to be expected. If you have any questions, I'll see if I can ask them. And yeah, that's it.
Do you know of any sewer grates that lead to it?
Yeah, there are sewers that run through. Seattle actually has extensive catacombs. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was also had handles on it. It wouldn't hurt to check. But again, considering how thorough they are, I wouldn't be surprised. If you can make it through the catacombs, then that may be pretty good. But as it stands, I don't actually know too much about the underground in that regard. If I had to make suggestions for a possible strategy, definitely try your best to make sure that no one communicates with each other.
Making sure that none of the Wild Hunt members let anyone else know we're coming.
Well, from what I've heard, I don't think the Wild Hunt actually communicate with one another during it. But the security that aren't a part of the Wild Hunt will certainly. If they communicate with the rest, that can lead up and likely make its way to the Wild Hunt. And depending on the threat level that you are perceived as, then they could just send one of those guys in to figure it out. In this regard, for their security plans, communication is key.
See. I guess I'm gonna start doing some research on how to block communications. We'll probably need to rely pretty heavily on Matron for that.
Woohoo!
Squelch will be getting some.
I'm useful!
Wow!
You're living in a Decker's paradise.
Decker's paradise. By the way, I made this map.
He did. I was gonna make it myself, But at the time, it seemed as though that you may have been able to get to the point where it would happen. That was
I
2
made
sessions
this
ago.
map I made this map like 2 months ago, and
It was
Mike
it
made
was
me stay. Mike made me
absolutely
stay
not
up
2 months.
extra late to make it because he's like,
I
"Oh
didn't
shit,
make you
oh
do it. I
shit, we
didn't
need it
make you do
tomorrow, and I'm
anything.
not gonna be done. It's so late. I have to I need to work tomorrow." And I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And he made me work extra late to make it, and then we didn't use it for
I
2
will point
months.
out, I was complaining about it, but I was anticipating to do it. Then he offered to do it, and then he stayed up late. I didn't ask you to do that.
This fucking guy, can you believe this guy?
I've already given you thanks for it. That was 2 sessions ago. That was not 2 months ago. It was 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, this is 2 months ago.
It was not 2 months ago.
It was like fucking. It was last year, dude.
It was not. I anticipated you guys to get here faster.
Any other info?
Well, anything important? Yeah. I don't know.
Any routes that we should definitely avoid?
And like any notable like corporate agents?
Well, it's sort of noted on the map, but I would avoid the right side if you can handle it. The right side is where corporates are closest to. And especially Universal Omnitech there. They're probably going to extra bulk up the right side due to the fact that a corporate entity is actually within its boundaries.
So approach from the left then.
That is also advantageous for me. The left is where the ocean is.
I guess we're gonna need to speed up our swimming lessons, huh?
Ada,
know
thanks
how
for a
to-
second.
Quite ready for that, but
I do suppose I have an advantage most people don't. Or anyone I can think of doesn't.
Like I
summon
said,
critters.
communication should be key. Keep your comms open and keep them as private as you can.
she looks over to everyone else. We could probably use Tatiana's mind link for that. That should be plenty, right?
Maybe. As long as you can, I don't know, keep it hidden. I don't really dabble in the awakened stuff.
I don't understand it as much either. Ellen will probably be able to explain it better. So this server, is it like at the bottom or where is it?
Don't know.
I guess since no one never even made it to the Space Needle, no one's ever actually said it.
The information on within the Space Needle is scarce. If I had to guess, it might be in the bottom. But there could also easily be arguments for it being up top. Ultimately, it's sort of a gamble in depending on where you'd think corporate entities would basically place their bank at. Do you think they'd want to keep it in what is a perceived location? A perceived secure location? Or is that perceived secure location as possible?
Well, something else we might be able to get behind it. If she traces some signals or something. I don't know how the Matrix works. Anyway, thank you so much for the info.
No problem.
Are all those Shadowrunners in line going to be trying to break in?
Yep.
that actually brings up a good point. We could probably use them as part of a smoke screen. Whenever it is up and security is directed towards their direction, we can go in the opposite.
Hmm. I don't really know on that front. But maybe you could throw a couple of leads their way.
I have so many ideas, but I would not be able to tell anyone any of them because I know Nico would not understand how to get that shit words or be able to plan for it.
Which is why,
If only there was someone smart here.
which is why the secret is when we all gather our info, we just say it, and then someone smart can say it.
What is your idea, Adam?
Well, my idea was there is a greater spirit power called Astral Gateway, where if you make a max power greater spirit, you can have them open a rift to their metaplane. So my plan was if we find the server, make great form Masamune, and she just yoinks that shit into her home, and we leave, and she leaves. She yoinks that shit into her pad and gets out.
Hey yo, hold on, Tech. Stellan, we need you, Stellan.
Especially because like meta planes do bypass mana barriers. However, the spirit can't go there unless they've seen it before, which I doubt Masamune has seen the inside of a server room, so we need to get there physically first.
Not even just the inside of a server room on the Space Needle.
Yeah, I don't think she's even seen the Space Needle. Yeah, that was my idea. It was give Masamune Yamato and then have her cut our rift into her home and then take the server room and leave.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, kind of was probably gonna take her back here anyway. So part of the mission could just be, well, first of all, make sure she's summoned in a greater form. Then we fight our way towards the Space Needle, and when we find the server, that's her role to teleport out of there.
Could also just be any of Ada's spirits if she winds up getting Great Form Spirit.
Yeah.
Great Form Spirit?
But think of the aura.
Very good ritual. Let's you make a Greater Form Spirit, which gives him a couple of upgrades.
This could be Masamune's opportunity to not get power crept anymore.
Great Forms, where's that?
This is in Street Grimoire. It's part of the initiation for advanced spirit summoning.
Like an initiate grade kind of thing?
It's initiate. Yes, it's an initiate grade thing. Where I can't remember what the exact initiate grade of it is, but then you can then buy a ritual called Great Form Spirit, which then lets you take a spirit, use the ritual, turn it into a Great Form Spirit. They get a bunch of different new powers, such as Endowment or Astral Gateway. One of the subtle champions of those is actually Banishing Resistance.
Oh.
Which is a Banishing Resistance. I believe I don't know if it's hits or force, but it gives you essentially a buffer of services where they don't count as you can't spend these services, but when a spirit is banished, it first eats through the fake services before it gets to your actual real services. So it's like banishing armor, basically.
Interesting.
Please, please, behind this one. Please summon me as a greater form spirit, please.
Just imagine Shibi Masamune saying that in Ada's ear.
Do it. You know you want to.
I mean, Ada would have to. Well, Masamune would have to respond to the calling on that one.
Yeah, I mean, she knows you guys at this point, so she probably would.
Yeah. Well,
as well as
spirit, and then has to then a whole ritual on a spirit that is existing.
Yeah, Also, Ada needs to be able to summon a spirit of man if you want to have Ada do it.
unless we get Stellan, because I don't think she can. You're a chaos mage. You don't get spirit of man. Actually, she's not even a spirit of man. Remember, Masmune is a guardian spirit,
Alright, yeah, you have to be able to summon a guardian spirit to do it.
which yeah, I fucking no.
Guardian spirit is a little more esoteric to summon.
I think this might be a job for Stellan.
As a lot of things seem to be.
Stellan!
Me when I make the NPC too useful.
Stellan, turn me into a greater form spirit, and my life is yours!
Yeah, that's not a Nico plan. That's Naimu talking. That's the Naimu in my brain talking. That's her plan.
So, I mean, clearly, you can discuss this during the strategy meeting, and Stellan gets Eureka.
Truly, am I as Stellan going to regurgitate Adam's plan?
Yes.
Oh,
This
sigh.
means you get the cheat and give Stellan fucking plan IQ.
Stolen valor.
Stolen valor.
Why don't you guys come up with the plan?
Get the yeah, get the casting boy.
I would like everyone to mention there is still the possibility that I just drop a Juggernaut on someone and bolt.
It'll be a good emergency escape plan.
That is like the nuclear button right there.
Why are you like, you really are fucking Megumi with this shit, dude? Let me just I do have a bit of a plan. What's your plan, Ada? I just summon Maharaga.
With this treasure I summoned.
we need Vale to like sit her down and go, you're not fighting to win, you're fighting to die.
No, Valia has gone over this. It's like, hey, you can't just summon, like, you can't summon Juggernauts or anything.
You can't because you die. I don't want you to die. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you with the responsibility of you're not gonna kill yourself summoning some bullshit.
Okay, but
Hey man, if I just run far enough, I'm fine.
I thought you were gonna say if I just run faster.
Oh, I love that book.
But consider,
Also, it's not about you running. It's about the drain that you're going to take.
but consider.
The train shouldn't be that bad.
Consider the reagent, the radical reagent, so easily forgotten.
It rolls drain. If you summon a Juggernaut, it rolls its drain of its body, and then after
No,
it
it's
rolls its
magic.
body, I'm pretty sure it's body for critter.
No, it's magic. You have on here summoning critters. When summoning, Ada makes a summoning plus magic test versus the critter's magic plus willpower. Should the critter not have magic to utilize, it will instead use its body attribute. The Juggernaut has 6 magic
does
and
it?
20 body.
Oh my god.
Oh, does it have a
magic.
magic attribute? I didn't realize. I didn't realize it had a magic attribute when I wrote that.
Behemoths have like 20 no, the Behemoths have 14 body and no magic, so technically Behemoths are way out of my league versus Juggernauts.
So Ada summon Maharaga with no downsides.
Like putting a balance patch? No, you don't.
I did write that in mind with the thought process that Juggernauts didn't have a magic
magic.
stat. I did write that whenever I was thinking to myself about Juggernauts, like, I don't want her to have the just opportunity to summon Juggernaut, so I'll do this and the drain will be fucking stupid tough. Because I didn't realize they had a magic attribute, so...
I
I
mean,
don't-
Warrior's Honor and all that.
I don't want you
You
to
could-
summon Juggernauts.
You can swim made specific Juggernaut rules.
Ada just fucking goes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe if it has a body greater than a certain attribute, it uses its body instead of magic. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a second. I definitely didn't realize Juggernauts had a magic attribute when I wrote that, though.
Yeah, magic attribute is 6, yeah.
I was writing that with the idea of, yeah, the Juggernaut's gonna have fucking like 30 dice to fucking roll this shit, and then the drain is gonna be double whatever it gets. So it's probably you're rolling for the potential of going against like 40p worth of drain. So like
Yeah.
that was the idea, but No, perhaps you shouldn't. I'll see what the intent was that you'd have to at least burn Edge whenever you did that shit.
Yeah.
Please don't.
So I'll see what I can do about that. But yeah, that should be everything though.
All right.
Also, her name is Tatiana. So if you wanted to give her that little nickname, it would be Tata.
Also, I do need to go to bed soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ayako.
No problem. At this point, man, you've proven to me. I'll trust that you can handle yourselves.
And hopefully, if we make it out of this, well, if we can survive the wild hunt, I think any random runner that comes for Stellan's eyes is probably going to be chump change at that point.
Yeah. That is the idea. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
Be around.
I could summon like 10. I could summon 10 Abrams lobsters to just swarm them.
You're fun to me, lobster. I feel like, honestly, considering Mike's experience with the lobsters, I feel like the lobsters are more illegal than the behemoth.
I mean, it's just the nature of the power. You know?
It's the nature of a lobster.
It's the nature of it all. I don't think Abrams lobsters start off with 6 edge. I know that they have the cap of 6 edge, but I don't know, maybe they don't start off all with 6 edge.
Hold on, let me see. Abrams lobster.
Maybe that was a special build.
They start off with 2 edge.
See, Ada purchased 6 edge for her lobster.
Yes, he did. She,
You got me, lobster?
Also, it'd be so funny because Gestalt consciousness means that they always have teamwork actions for any action when they're working together to like beat someone up.
Yeah.
It's great. Hard number 9. It's great.
Yeah, they'd all the big issue I had with Yujiro was the fact that he had so much edge to just spend for some reason. But
Yeah, no, I spent all that on edge because I just cracked.
Yeah, but these guys, you don't get these guys.
Yeah, no. Also, it is funny. Technically, these things only have gills and not lungs, so Yujiro is just holding his breath the entire time. However, he can hold his breath up to multiple minutes, which doesn't even matter because all of our combat takes place over like 1 or 2 minutes at most.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah. It straight up says like, yeah, oh yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's tied to the body stat, and they have like cracked bodies, so Yujiro's always fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just funny. He's fucking holding his
Yujiro in
breath
water,
the whole
like, finally I can take off the training weights.
time. He's holding his breath the fucking whole time. Yeah, as you guys leave Ayako's spot.
We head out.
You head out. As I presume you're going to travel back to Stellan?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We're not going to continue, but just to note, by the time you guys do travel back to Stellan, Matron, you are also going to be there.
Yeah. And then we can have a send-off in the start of next session.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the setup. That's the setup for what's going on.
I am very hyped for Heist Arc.
Yes.
The training arc begins.
As we end the session there. Just get a 3-3-3 starting.
Nice.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, Adam. I guess Cody. I guess Cody.
Dude, what happened to Charmer? I can't even open it anymore. Crashed and I couldn't open it. Oh, there it goes. I would like to buy a new spell for her.
Okay. What is it?
Calm Animal.
Okay.
I only got one karma from the recap, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
3 mission reward.
don't know why my first thought, because obviously it's gonna be used for like summons and like critters and shit. But I just imagine fucking Ken inhaling kamikaze and then Ada uses that.
At that point, that doesn't even work. It just does not work. Racist. Shifters are animals to you? I see it.
I'm literally an animal. The universe recognizes my soul as animal. That's why I cannot become a vampire.
It says non-sapient animal. So.
Oh well.
Or non-sentient. Is it? Which one? I don't know. Whatever.
If we get rid of your sapiens.
Brainless Ken.
I'll give you all 4 for your individual talks with Bucky.
Woohoo!
What else? What else should I do?
Fucking Prince is like amazing. He's discovered.
I do apologize, Ada. I was planning to get to talk to you as Stellan, at the very least before we ended.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I appear to have gotten pulled away for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly due to my mom coming home, so I was talking with her.
Yeah, it's alright, dude.
I was anticipating that. So, you know what, I'll give you 2 more karma.
2 more pity karma.
I'll give you 2 more karma.
I don't know if I get anything else.
Adam.
I don't actually know. Shit, man. I think I can't actually think of anything.
You got your 4 from talking with Bucky.
Yeah, I talked with Bucky. The other thing was like,
I was gonna say like anything involving just like the plan in general, or like the start of the planning.
I don't think Nico did anything impressive for the plan though. Didn't really do anything interesting other than yap and like ask questions. The only other thing I think of is Nico like seeing that Trinity isn't here, and when everyone else started going like, "What if she's been kidnapped?" Nico goes, "Guys, can we like chill a little? I feel like she's probably okay. She might just be doing something."
Bro, this is what Nico is for real. I'll give you 2, I suppose. This is what Nico is for real.
Wanted dead or alive. The guy who asked Roger about his treasure.
No, wait. Fuck! I didn't even read it. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. This is what Nico truly was.
Ask
As-
the
I
Ask the
love
questions.
ask the question.
Ask the question is the greatest, dude. I
He-
wonder what,
he-
I wonder what happened to that guy.
They got him.
Executed.
They got him. It's funny too. Roger would have died without fucking giving out that info if he didn't ask. Maybe.
We're gonna see him in Elbaf. Trust.
That's true, actually. He already appeared in Elbaf in a flashback.
Oh my god. Now I'm thinking about John Kaizen.
All I do is like slight her being a little despairing over not really understanding her magic, and be like, well, how am I supposed to learn shit if I don't even understand how my own shit works?
It's feeling, Nico. I'll give you one. It's feeling.
Yeah, that's all for Nico.
Maybe
because-
by the way, maybe some homework for Cody is maybe a good way to help with understanding Ada's magic a little more. Maybe you can look over as to the Shinto tradition.
Oh yeah.
It's a good. Stellan says it pretty often, but it is generally a good way to understand how a character may view their magic is if you understand what exactly their tradition entails
Yeah.
for that magic.
You might even discover Shinto exclusives like stuff and shit.
They don't.
No.
They don't have special abilities. Shintoism.
No. Well, I tried.
Yeah, it's not like black magic where an entire fucking build can be built upon from the fucking from getting that as a tradition.
The buggle.
List out.
List.
All right. We'll go Matron next.
Well, first and foremost, the Hugo scene.
Is Matron not you?
Machan. Yoo-hoo. Machan.
Guess not here. Ken.
Alright. Talk with Prince.
I'll give you 3. It was an
Okay.
important moment, but it could have been. But I lessen it slightly because it was orchestrated by moi.
Fair enough. Can just say, hey, what if we use the other runners as bait?
That could be potentially a good strategy. I'll give you 2 for a strategy to consider.
I just thought of what Nico going. What if we steal the server?
That is a good one, yeah. Just
Oh yeah, I didn't expect that. I'll give you 3 for that. I didn't expect you to just go. What if we take them? What if we make this a full scale heist instead of just like a plea deal? I'll give you 3 for that. I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, shit, man, that might actually be a good fucking argument for when we get to Goppa. It's like, yeah, you see the shit that no one else has ever done. We did that shit. We did that. How's that for a story? I already got karma for Bucky because before you gave it out, I was gonna suggest like telling Buck immediately what I plan to do, and I'm going on a fucking journey. But yeah, I already got that. I think that's about it. Yeah, there's mostly those 2 scenes. Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay. Matron, are you here?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I am.
Yes.
I
am.
How much starting?
3.
And then 4 for the Bucky scene.
Yeah, 4 for your proclamation to Bucky.
Is it spelled like Bucky, like Buck, like the mascot?
Bucky.
You know Bucky's, right, Cody? That's a thing that's in your neck of the woods.
No, actually, we don't have a Bucky's around here. I'm too north for that.
Damn.
By the way, don't forget your vendor discount.
How much is it?
Oh well, you have to talk to him about it.
Shit.
But you guys do get a vendor discount.
Hugo. Scene.
For the Hugo scene in total, I'll give you another 4.
I made the map.
Right, I'll give you 5 for making me the damn map. Thank you. I've already said thank you about it, but thank you again for making me the map and making it look good. You are the best. You are the best ever. What'd you say?
Good, I also get Duyan.
Duyan?
Oh yeah, did we get session repletion, Nuyan?
Well, you didn't go up against anything, so all of you get 3,000.
Fuck, I need to open up again.
If you wish to funnel your new yen into Matron, then you can. That's all. Unless, Matron, do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, yeah, that's all then. I'm glad I got to get this shit out. Thank you, Adam's computer, for erasing all of his hard work.
Yay!
I'm glad.
Mike, are you want to say something about how that was you who did that?
You said the fucking Decker after me?
You have no proof.
No proof.
Yeah, I'm glad I got this out before fucking got this out quickly because I wanted to get at least this session out, or I wanted to get at least like the fucking map out last session in order to basically set it up so you guys can, I don't know, make your plans over the course of the waiting period. But we managed to get it done, so now we can go into next session in 2 weeks, understanding a little more about what you guys have to do.
Yes.
Also, we'll be sending Ken off. Goodbye, Ken. Again.
Again.
We literally just got you 4 days ago, but you're leaving again.
Good riddance.
You hate us that much?
I'm sorry, Nico. I'm just on my Street Fighter arc right now. Fucking Ken shows up with a fucking beard. It was a pretty intense training.
Hold on. You get in the recording now.